The weight loss and fitness industry, they want you to need them forever. They want you to keep coming back. They want return customers. Big YouTube channels, fitness and weight loss channels, they instill fear in people that are watching by saying, never eat bread again, or you can only lose weight by eating, whole organic food. They try to make people feel guilty for what they're eating and basically scare them into falling for their business, whatever it is that they're selling to you. Friends, welcome to Caffeine with Collet. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about something really important that the weight loss and fitness industry is not talking about. I need to do this video and talk about this because I have struggled with this issue most of my life. And I know I'm not the only one out there. And if I can help just one person struggle a little less by talking about this, then I'm doing it. Before I get into what this issue is, I need to share a little bit about my struggle with weight and a bit about my past. So I struggled with weight my entire life. It was alongside of this issue. And in order to cope with it, I turned to emotional eating. And all that did was cause me to gain weight until my late 20s when I hit my heaviest weight of 275 pounds. The weight was causing me serious health problems to the point where my life was at risk. I had sleep apnea so bad that I needed a machine, a CPAP, to breathe at night. And I had plantar fasciitis so bad I could barely walk. And I knew that if I didn't lose weight and deal with this issue, things were gonna get way worse. So I looked at this issue, I worked through it, and I basically was able to save my life, lose 130 pounds, and keep it off for 7 years. And that issue is guilt around food. Guilt about eating food I enjoyed while losing weight, about needing to eat more food because I had a big appetite, about feeling bad or good depending on the foods I was eating. It started when I was really young, at about age 5. My parents split up when I was 1.5, and I was traveling back and forth between 2 houses. And at one house, you needed to eat lots of food and as much as you want and more even when you were full. And at the other house, it was about eating less and portions. And I took on guilt about food because of that, about eating too much or too little, about being bad or good depending on certain foods that I ate. And I know, this is not to put blame on the people that raised me, because I know they meant well, and if they realized that I had taken on guilt around the food, they wouldn't have taken the approach that they did. But I did, and I took that guilt and I would hold back food or restrict, and then I would go into this emotional eating cycle of restrict, emotional eat, and it would just become this loop where I would gain weight, and I would feel bad constantly about what I was eating, and always ashamed, to the point where I wouldn't eat in public. I would eat at home in secret, and no matter what I did, I would feel bad. And I thought that anytime that I tried to lose weight, because I tried most of my life to lose the weight, I would do it in an unsustainable way because I thought it needed to be a punishment, and I needed to eat only good food, only food that I labeled as good or healthy. All that did was just keep me so stuck. So this is important for me to talk about, because the weight loss and fitness industry, they won't touch this, because they basically put out the guilt for people to feel bad about eating certain foods and only losing weight in a certain way and only eating, clean, organic food. And basically people start feeling guilty if they want to eat normal food or treats or non-organic food, or maybe they can't afford organic food and they feel bad about because they can't eat it. What I had to do was work through it. And if more people knew that they could look at it, work through it, and that a lot of people struggle with it, people might be more content and happy with what they're doing, and then the weight loss and fitness industry, they couldn't sell their gimmicks and fancy diet plans. I had to look at this in order to save my life and lose the weight and keep it off. I started realizing every time that I ate something, I would label myself good or bad depending on the type of food and depending on what the weight loss and fitness industry said about it. And so anything bad I would feel bad about, and I would basically call myself a bad person. And I know a lot of people do that. And in order to work through this, I had to stop labeling food good and bad and start choosing foods that I enjoyed. Basically pick my battles. Of course, I would choose foods that have more nutritional value most of the time, but then include all food. I had to put it all on the table. You know, I often get comments that I shouldn't drink Diet Pop or talk about drinking Diet Pop, but that was a battle I chose, and I needed to drink it because for myself, I was drinking 7 regular cans of Dr. Pepper a day, and switching to diet helped me stick to my weight loss journey and lose the weight. So for me, that was a battle I wanted to choose. It's important to choose things for yourself that you love and realize that you're not bad or good for eating or not eating certain things. And it's okay to enjoy your food and enjoy the journey. I had to stop feeling guilty about what other people thought about my diet and really choose things for me and no one else. And once I started doing that and I stopped the labeling, I stopped feeling so bad about what I was doing. And I started enjoying what I was eating because I was enjoying a balance of food. I was enjoying the so-called healthy food, but I was also including treats. I was including Diet Pop. I was including regular, fast food every once in a while. Everything was on the table. And because I was eating a balanced diet, mostly full of really good food, like so-called good food, nutritious food, and I was loving what I was doing, I started to be able to stick to it because I didn't feel guilty anymore. I didn't feel like a bad or good person depending on what I was eating. And I felt like I freed myself from this web of feeling so ashamed of my diet, and I felt like I could really do this. I started portioning out foods that I loved. And as I did that, I started just choosing, mostly protein, fruit, veg, but then including other things along the way. And now I love what I'm eating. And it's because of that that I lost the weight and I kept it off because I don't feel guilty around food anymore. And if I want a donut, I'll eat a donut, but I don't feel the need to use the emotional eating anymore because I have worked through that guilt. And anybody that feels bad about what they're eating or feels that they have to lose weight in a certain way by eating certain food, or they think that this is a punishment, I learned that this is not a punishment. I'm worth it to choose the food that I enjoy so that I can stick to this because it's my life I had to save. It's my health I had to save. I needed to feel good in my body with what I was eating. And that really, once I started loving myself and realizing it was okay for me to eat food and not feel guilty about it, it was like a weight. Like I said, I felt like I set myself free. And then I was able to go on a journey and stick to it. And then start this journey on YouTube and share with other people. So the weight loss and fitness industry, big YouTube channels, fitness and weight loss channels, they instill fear in people that are watching by saying, never eat bread again, or you can only lose weight by eating, whole organic food. And they try to make people feel guilty for what they're eating and basically scare them into falling for their business, whatever it is that they're selling to you. And those channels, be wary of them because they're coming at you from mostly a business standpoint. I'm doing this, Kyle is doing this because we care about you and we know what it's like. I learned my weight was the biggest problem. My weight was causing my health problems, and no other channel is going to sit here and tell you that. My weight was the problem. Sure, there might be underlying things for other people, and I was able to, reverse my sleep apnea and my plantar fasciitis by losing the weight. Some people might not be able to do that. Not everyone will be able to do that. But weight causes massive health problems. And this is a little bit of tough love that I want to share that no one else out there running only a business is going to share with you. It's important for me to say that because I want to work on fixing guilt. I want you guys, sure, Sassy and I want you guys to watch us, but we don't want you, we always say this, we don't want you to need us forever. The weight loss and fitness industry, they want you to need them forever. They want you to keep coming back. They want return customers that try all these gimmicks and scams and fail and then come back and do more because they can't keep the weight off.
Because if a big weight loss channel on YouTube tells you that it's calories in, calories out, and for weight loss, we're not talking about health, but for weight loss, if you have to eat in a calorie deficit to lose weight and it doesn't matter what you eat, they don't have a business anymore.
Exactly. And so that's why we're saying we care about you. You need to be in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight. You're allowed to choose the food that you like that will help you stick to your journey. And because this is your journey and no one else's, and no one is going to help you get the weight off but you. And you have to love it in order to stick to it. No one else is going to tell you that. Of course, this is a business for Kyle and I as well, but there's love underneath this business because Kyle and I have both lost 130 pounds each. We had massive health problems because of our weight, and underneath the business is love because we struggled too, and we know what it's like, and we want, if we can help at least one person struggle a little less, that really matters to us. This is your journey. You're allowed to choose the food that you like without the guilt, without worrying about what anyone else is thinking about it, so that you can love it and stick to it. You don't need to worry about what anyone else thinks about your food. You're allowed to lose weight in an enjoyable way because weight loss is not meant to be a punishment. And that's the biggest thing we want to get out there. You are allowed to drop the guilt, and you're allowed to do this journey the way that you want to do it and not the way anyone else wants you to. Kyle and I love you very much, and we hope that we may have inspired someone watching this video that struggles with guilt surrounding food to maybe make their journey a little easier, love themselves a little more, and not make their weight loss journey a punishment.
And we want to be transparent. There's a lot of social media people that we know eat a certain way, but then on camera they eat different to get approval from an audience or from the mainstream or whatever, so they won't show their diet pop. We're a mix of everything. We just made and loved a low carb lasagna.
Yeah.
But we also eat bread and we eat toast in the morning, and
eggs and bacon.
We want to show everything. And that if you it's fine. You can lose weight or you can eat whatever you want, but there's only that one rule. You must be in a calorie deficit to lose weight.
And that is the truth. And what you see is what you get. What we eat on camera is what we eat off camera. And if we make a mistake, we tell you. And we thrive off of being completely honest with you. And that's it. We love you guys very much. If you want to know exactly what I ate to lose the weight, check out the links down below. I have 2 weight loss ebooks, plus a guilt-free cookbook, plus the Harder Than Last Time supplement link is down there as well. Or you can watch this video and this video for honest weight loss on how to love your food, have fun, enjoy your life, and just love the journey. I love you guys very, very much. I'm coming at you with my favorite pop. Have a lovely day. Thanks for watching the vid, guys. Peace. Do you the friends, not anyone else. That probably can't say that on YouTube.
that sounded really awesome.
It sounded better in my head. Less funny.
Unless you like other humans, then do other humans. We don't care.
Scratch that.
I'll edit that last part out. Don't worry about it.
This time I actually want him to edit it out, but not.
I got your back. Don't worry.
Love you guys. Peace.
Bye.
Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.